through something and he's not even paying attention.
We're not even talking about that. We're talking about the comment that he made.
That's what I'm talking about.
But everybody trying to dismiss that comment like it was out of concern.
And you keep feeding her McDonald's every day. And you passing her on
I'm gonna be honest.
Generational trauma.
Blaze, I love you. That may be true. I don't.
It is true. I mean, I see it every day.
But the way he said it was not out of concern. That is what we have an issue with.
You can't say that. You don't know that.
He was laughing.
I mean, that's Scola laughed at everything.
It was like
like he stays with a smile on his face, but you cannot say that for him.
No,
that's your opinion.
He was laughing and he said it over and over again.
That's still your opinion. You can't tell him what he meant because he literally told you what he meant.
And she was right in the camera. She was sitting. She was standing right there.
You cannot tell him what he meant.
That was his dad's
what he meant.
Mother, I would never.
Oh my God, lady, Miss Pretty Motherfucker, why do you stalk me every day?
But as a mother, I would
like you literally be on my page every day. You in my comment section. You sit in my live just watching me. It's weird, and you like 5 minutes old. Like you won't get in a box, but sit there and be quiet, please.
Hey, absolutely amazing. 38. It's important for the parent to control their children. If you feel that your child is going to be attacked, because you can't control other people, keep them off the internet.
I told
you. If Patrick feels that his children are constantly getting attacked, he should remove them from the internet. Period. That is his responsibility. You cannot control what other people say or do.
I totally agree with that. And you guys have said it over and over again about his parenting skills. I'm not a Patrick fan. I mean, I don't like or dislike him. I don't really watch him. If I stumble upon him on my FYP, I may look, I may not, depending on what the topic is, depending on if it's funny or not. This app is for entertainment. And I really think, just like Fun Mom said, it is going too far. And I understand that people are saying that they're being attacked and they feel like they have to defend themselves. But one thing people got to know is that y'all got to start protecting y'all peace. Because ain't no way I'm finna argue with one motherfucker for 2 and 3 years about the same thing.
That's them, bro.
Well, let me tell you this, man. I'll say this.
Well, then, if you feel that way, this is not your fight. If you feel like you're not gonna, this might not be your fight, and that's okay. So sit back. And watch the show then. If it's a show and it's a joke to you and you need to protect your peace, this is not your fight. Well, this is not your fight. This is not your fight.
I never said it wasn't, and you're right. It's not my fight. But one thing about it is that y'all open up this platform for people to talk and come on here and say what they need to say, and that's what I'm doing. It's not my fight.
Okay. Hey, can I say something,
like I said,
I'm sorry, Granny. Go ahead.
This app has been out of control way before I came around. I mean, this stuff has been going on way before I came around.
Blaze, I'm not solely blaming you, Blaze, but there are some things that I like. That I like, or sometimes you're funny, or there's some things that you may say that I don't like, just like everybody else on this platform. I'm not. I mean,
you're entitled to your opinion. I don't have a problem with that.
So can I say this?
I encourage
I've been trying to be really quiet, and it's hard for me. But what I will say is, me personally, I don't feel like anybody. The only reason why I don't really be going in about Skylar saying anything is because I personally seen Pat do the same thing to other people.
Right.
And so I look at it like it's none of my business. I'm not, if I ever talk to Skylar offline, I'll have a Zoom call and I'll personally talk to him about my personal grievances. And the fact, I'm not going to sit up here and air what I feel on here, because that'd be bogus of me to sit here and say, Skylar, you wrong for this, and Pat doing the same thing. And 20 times worse. But they're both bad.
But then you turn around
and let's not act like I never checked. I never said something.
You turn around and you tell non-black people to mind their business. He's non-black.
No. There's a difference. No, he's BIPOC. We're talking about white people. Now, this is what you guys will understand about Skylar. Skylar owns the things that he says. And if you've been watching him for a while, he attacks the bullies. Do you understand? He doesn't openly go and attack people. They come for him first.
I keep saying that.
This is the truth. And what they do is they switch the narrative and they pretend like they're victims. Patrick, oh my gosh, you're attacking my child, you're attacking my child, you're attacking my child. No one's attacking your child. In that moment on live, he was addressing what you're feeding your child. If you take your child at the age of 5 and they're obese, the doctor's going to tell you your child is obese. Is the doctor attacking your child? No.
Mocking that little
because
girl.
he was not laughing and mocking the little girl. If he was laughing and mocking,
he was trying to get under Patrick's skin by
I was there.
I was there too.
I was there as well.
So
he literally even said what he meant. You can't tell him what he meant.
We are naturally biased for the people that we feel are victims.
Absolutely. Say it again, Granny. Just say it out loud again.
Like this.
We are naturally biased to the people that we feel are victims.
I will tell him that he's wrong. Every some instance when I told him that I didn't want him saying something on my channel before.
Grown-up stuff is a victim, Granny. Period.
I'm talking about Pat.
Hold on. Fun mom. I never said that you were white.
All right.
I didn't know that you were BIPOC. I actually thought you were Middle Eastern by your accent, honestly.
No, she African, but she trying to.
No, I know she's African now, but I didn't know that she. You know, I'm saying I was talking about the white people that are in Petty Rose live. I wasn't specifically talking about you.
About people outside of America. Period.
I would be concerned about any child's nutrition. Sweetie. Okay. To that comment, why are we concerned? I would be worried about any child's.
Worrying and laughing and mocking are two totally different things.
I don't really personally care what scholars say. I don't care what Pat says.
That's facts.
Y'all trying to say
what I care about is how y'all react to
children and stuff like that. Y'all done went way too far.
You guys aren't going to convince me. You're not going to convince me of Scholar. I rock with Scholar.
Fake documentation.
And that's period. But he was dead wrong. That's fine.
I don't believe he was wrong. I don't believe he was wrong.
But I hold people accountable when they're dead wrong. He was
y'all come over here with
they cancel each other's badness.
Hold on. I need everybody to stop.
No, that doesn't work like that.
All this energy.
That does not work like that.
Hold on. Y'all come over here with all this energy from me, right? About everything, about Scholar, about me. But when y'all are sitting here saying, yeah, I don't agree with Patrick doing that, y'all don't keep that same energy.
They don't, because they know they'll get blocked. They'll get blocked. They'll get blocked if they question him.
I mean, on Pat stuff because, like I said,
because you'll get blocked.
Because you know you'll get blocked.
I just happened to roll up on that particular one when Scholar whatever was saying what he was saying. I don't even really watch it because number one, he's usually on all day, and I work. And at night, I'm with my kids when I get off from work. And
so conveniently, you saw that live with Scholar, but you've never seen Patrick go live with anything else talking about other people then, conveniently?
Ma'am, I did not say that.
You just said you don't watch him, you work. You just rolled up on the FYP that time.
That is not what I said. What I said is I don't really watch him to support him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Y'all sound like enablers. Y'all all sound like enablers. Are you okay?
Barely watch him.
Do you have children, ma'am? Miss Absolutely Amazing, do you have children?
Absolutely.
All right. Now,
yes, I have kids.
Okay with your teenage daughter calling a 30-year-old man baby?
Let me tell you something. Absolutely not.
Sexual conversation.
Absolutely not.
So why are you okay with Patrick doing it to somebody else's daughter?
Also calls everybody baby, but it's not as if he's a pedophile.
No. Not just baby.
He calls everybody's baby.
She's calling him baby.
As my
he
child
calls her
someone baby. No,
they talk to each other on and off this app. I need to stop over talking.
I said absolutely not.
Right. So why is it okay for Patrick to do it to somebody else's daughter?
Who said it was okay? I wasn't even addressing that.
No. I'm saying no.
But this is the whole purpose.
All this energy.
We're talking about this.
I came on here to talk about
because I'm friends with him.
Allow him to
disrespect
black people.
He's distracting you. Absolutely.
It's hard to talk over y'all. I'm letting y'all talk, but it's hard to talk over.
And how he disrespects black people. You guys brought up Pat. You guys brought up everybody.
Just let her talk about Scholar.
I'm not talking about
because that. These people all run with each other. They all protect each other. They're all predators. Y'all lives. This isn't an individual thing.
That's what I said. Then y'all want to say, well, he does this and Pat does that to him. I could care less what Pat does to him.
Okay, so we support.
So why do y'all give him room to disrespect black people? That is what I'm
talking about. All right, I'm not. I hear you.
We don't believe that he disrespects. That's the whole point.
Hold on. I need y'all to stop with the Scholar stuff. First of all, I'm not his mother. I'm not his father.
Facts.
Now, he's done nothing that I've seen with my own eyes or heard with my own ears to completely go over the line. Him defending himself, I don't have no problem with that, black or white. Because most of y'all, all of y'all starting shit with him. You lied on him, put fake documentation up talking about he stalked children when he was a child or whatever, he's a sex offender, he's not. Then you're going to hear on here talking about he stalked women, and y'all pull up his record when that story didn't have nothing to do with a female, period. I need y'all to stop. I already said something about him doxing, but he didn't do it on my channel, so I couldn't do nothing about that. I don't approve of him doing that. But Patrick done doxed multiple people on this app. Multiple. But y'all don't keep that same energy. He's attacking a black woman that he don't even know. He's attacking a child that he don't even know. But y'all come over here with so much energy every day for me and everybody over here. But don't keep that same energy for him. Y'all go over there, y'all say something to him, you're going to get blocked. And that's why y'all don't act like that with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But y'all come over here, try to, push all the trauma and bullshit over here. And it's not going to work because they don't have a leg to stand on.
Not one.
Y'all are protecting predators, and that's what y'all look like. They all keep saying, no, I wouldn't let my child do that. But when the Patrick doing it to somebody else's child, it's okay. Y'all are enablers. Y'all are predators. And don't tell me, when is this going to stop? Y'all need to stop the back and forth. I will never stop no back and forth with no predator. I don't fucking get down with that, period.
If you guys think this is back and forth, just stay on the other side. You don't even have to come and engage.
Beef and all this other nonsense y'all keep talking, please go over there with the predators. Because y'all trying to normalize this shit.
They're being complicit.
And I will not let you
complicit.
I got my receipts. I post my receipts all the time.
We have them on YouTube.
He's been talking to that girl since she was 17. I don't care where the fuck she's from. She should not be calling him baby and her calling him baby and them talking about having conversations of a sexual nature at 3 a.m. on TikTok. And I'm pretty sure it ain't the first time. And let's not even forget, I creeped bitch ass. Where you think he learned it from? Because we got more victims coming out. The predatory behavior that these people display and try to normalize on this app. I'm gonna let this person
notice how Blaze allows you guys to come in. He opens a free space, even though he knows you don't agree with him, to communicate your grievances, concerns, or whatever. Patrick will not allow that to happen. This is why you're over here.
Hey, Miss Queen 2021, how can I help you?
Hey,
and please, when Blaze
I want to
is
reveal
talking,
my face. I don't want to be hid. Because when I talk, I want y'all to see and feel me.
And please, when Blaze is talking, can we all hit mute so he can talk?
All right. Mr. Carr, I'll let you in next. I don't know what happened to the other young lady. She wanted to come in, but I guess she left out. Go ahead, man.
Well, I just jumped on, and I'm just not getting to meet you today. But one thing that just bothered me, y'all keep talking about black woman this and black woman that. And it's like, this is my first time popping up on here and I'm listening to y'all. And y'all always talking about who more powerful and who this. But now one of y'all won't just shut up to let one talk. Grown folks supposed to be on each other. We going to be talking about an issue. Y'all ain't even woman enough to just be quiet and let one queen speak. You feel me? And then y'all sitting here talking about whoever this is from Africa or whoever, and she ain't black, she ain't this. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just listening to it because it really sounded crazy to me.
I said, hold on.
I'm not here to start no more extra drama. I'm not here to just start extra drama. I'm just trying to, try to de-escalate what's going on because it's all right for us to disagree. But y'all talking about y'all queens and y'all don't even know how to respect somebody. Everybody ain't going to agree with you. But if this lady is from Africa or wherever she's from, I don't know who she is. Okay, what color do y'all think what color do y'all think she is? And whoever this Patrick dude is, y'all got me want to figure out. Y'all giving him all kind of clout right now. Can somebody just update me on who Patrick is?
Patrick is a groomer. He's a predator. Okay? So I'm going to give him all the attention he fucking needs till he gets somewhere off this app.
Okay.
I can't allow that. I cannot ignore that. I got proof of it. Years of proof of it. Of his mental and physical abuse against women. And he's pushing his generational trauma onto his kids and he's doing it on this app every day. I can't ignore that.
Okay.
I already beat Patrick ass. No, I don't need to keep going back and forth with him. I already got what I needed out of him. So this isn't for fun. This isn't for clout. This is to get these predators and people to stop trying to normalize this shit up and down this app because there's still children on this app.
Can I address what she said about me saying the person's black?
Ahead,
I did not say that. I lived with Africans for 8 years. My son is half Sudanese. I said, if you're not Black American, you cannot judge Black American women because they think that they're better than us and they're condescending to us. And she was trying to chastise Candid and all other Black women. She cannot do that in our space. You don't know nothing about our lives. You don't know what we're going through and you don't understand us. That's anybody outside of America that wants to judge Black American people. I don't care that she's Black. It's the fact that you're trying to be better than us and teach us or show us something. We do that all the time. We have to deal with that every day of our lives with white people that want to jump in and be like this, other people of color that wants to sit up here and be like this, Africans, Indians, everybody. Don't judge Black women. That's what I'm telling her. African American Black women. And I said it multiple times. So I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I said Black American women.
I have to make a quick statement too. And I was trying to ask her, being that she's Somalian and being that she's from Africa, do they refer themselves as Black or do they refer themselves as being Somalian or Ethiopian or Nigerian? I normally don't hear Africans say that they're Black. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the question. I was not
even trying to make it into an ethnic thing for real at all.
Right, because it's not like at the end of the day. I mean, I'm on the other end of the color spectrum, but I try to refrain from saying Black because there's no such thing. I'm melanated, and you know. But
the thing, what they were trying to
say, of course, Black. Of course, the term Black comes from the United States of America. That doesn't come from Africa.
Right.
Okay. Right. That was my whole point to her, and I didn't say that she wasn't Black. I actually thought she was Middle Eastern. I didn't know she was from Africa. I was referring to, thank you, Granny.
I'm the only one that knew where she was from. And she said to Candid, Black women. So how are you going to even talk about our culture and our people? And you're not from here. That's like a white person coming in and trying to check someone when you say Black women.
Or Somali, thank you.
Black women to a Black person if you Black.
But I'm saying, like, if I'm having a whole conversation with somebody and I'm saying Black, I mean, I know I'm Black. But one thing about it, when you're a queen and you confident in yourself, I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with her saying that. She was just speaking in general, you know, all Black women, melanated women. But when you're a queen and you confident in yourself,
and
when you confident in yourself, stuff like when you're confident in yourself, stuff like that shouldn't even bother you. What one queen say, it shouldn't even affect you when you're strong and you stand firm on who you are and what you know you are. So for somebody to say something like that, and if it touches you and it bothers you in that way, that means that's a reflection of that person. They need to look internally and evaluate themselves, because if you got confidence, something as simple as that would not bother me. People say stuff about me every day. But I'm a queen and I stand on 10 toes and I know who I am, but that comes with confidence and practice. I didn't see what she was saying that was wrong not to take sides. I'm just trying to be neutral. Like, she's from Africa. She's from the true motherland.
Africans be mad. They have no roots but don't like Africans.
Understood.
Wow. Okay, Khaleesi.
But that wasn't even our topic.
It wasn't at all.
So that's all.
I was talking about white people and Petty Rose comments. I wasn't talking anything about her.
Yeah, we were talking about.
I say with my chest, and I'm gonna tell you why. As a Black queen, princess, whatever, I know, being 4% Black in Iowa, that there's a lot of people that aren't Black that try to teach us like we're stupid. What was the topic? Trying to educate us like we're dumb.
You're fine.
And I don't sit up here. I don't sit up here and let anybody that's not a Black woman from America try and tell me or teach me like I'm stupid. We are smart, intelligent women. We do not need no race to look down on us or chastise us. That does not need to happen. If you're going to talk to us, don't chastise us. Talk with us. Don't talk at us. She was talking at us the whole time and not answering questions, deflecting and being defensive. And then when you try and chastise Candid, and you put Black women in there, no, you can't chastise no Black American woman. We are more than what other people think we are. And I'm not one that will tell people not to do it. So that's what happened.
With this, I'm going to ask you something, okay, Miss Queen? And this is the real topic at hand. because it's the
Okay, let
biggest
me
topic.
get to it. I just when I came in, that's what I heard was going on. So I didn't know if that was the underlying issue that was going on.
No,
So
the underlying issue is these predators are on this app and groomers that,
right.
on a children's app. But do you have children?
Of course I do.
All right. Now, are you okay with your teenage daughter calling a man baby since she was 17, now that she's 19, baby at 3 a.m. having sexual conversations? Are you
no.
okay with that? Do you find
Oh
that
no.
predatorial?
No, we'll have a real big issue with this queen right here.
All right, so that's who we're talking about, Mr. Patrick
Okay.
Gentry. That's what we're talking
Okay.
about. He has a moderator that he's known since 17, literally on this app, calling them baby when she comes into his live, calling them baby at 3 a.m. They're having conversations on and off this app for years now. I'm not okay with that. And there's been multiple instances where I've seen children up and down his app talking about, I'm going to talk to you later, stuff like that. He a 30-year-old man. Not to mention his friend is Osby, the same guy that sexually assaulted, got 3 different victims already. Going on 4. So
that's the bigger issue.
This is what I'm fighting against over here.
Right.
These predators on this app. And I won't have it. People can call it beef all they want.
Right.
I'm not having it. So that's my issue with these people.
Well, I salute you for that because that ain't tolerated.
We have been fighting.
We beat niggas' ass in my hood to do shit like that.
Right. That way.
We have been fighting Patrick. Here's the reason for me is Patrick to me is a bully on this app. And I'm only saying that because I've experienced it firsthand. I don't like liars. I don't like people who switch narratives. And he does so. And so does Petty Rowe. And the only reason I'm able to say that is because I have been a part of their narratives. I have been a part of them trying to switch a narrative and express to the world that I'm this person that I'm not. It doesn't matter to me what they think. To me, the matter is the truth. And if you're going to tell the truth and tell the whole story, tell the whole story. Patrick does not do that, and neither does Petty Rowe when it comes to her. She'll tell everybody else's story and truth, but anything she's involved in, she withholds information. I'm sorry that a lot of people don't see that. I do. Patrick does not have a good character to me, so I cannot rock with that individual. So when you see us talking about, go ahead.
No, baby, you were talking. I cut you off. Go ahead.
When you see us talking about Patrick, if I'm yelling, you guys, I'm sorry. I got my headphones in and my little mic is to my mouth. Should I remove it a little further back?
No, you good.
You sound clear to me.
So that's the reason why I particularly do not care for Patrick, because I've seen him get involved in so much drama. I see him getting involved with so much negative stuff and trying to pin other people on this app as being bad people, but we're not. At all. Like even this whole situation that transpired over the past 2 days, all of that stuff he's manifested for himself. You should, if you go and observe Patrick's lives and the people that follow him, they're like cult members. They do exactly what they want him to do. This man had all of his followers mass report my page. Why? They probably can't even tell you why. Mass report my page. For what? For what? Who does that? Who does that? But a negative, toxic predator. And he's not even one who does it. All he does is snap a finger, and his fucking little followers do exactly what he wants them to do.
And his followers are
every last one of them.
They're children. I mean, all children. Not children legalized, but under 25.
They're not all. They're not all children, but enough of them are.
Intellectually, they children.
Yes. So they're very impressionable, and he knows that. Everybody on this app knows that. They
can't even tell you why they don't like me. They can't even tell you. If you were to ask one of his followers right now, why did you go and mass report Candied Capricorn's page? They can't even tell you why. It's because Patrick told me to, and I do what he says.
Can I ask a question then? Okay.
Yes.
I also had walked in on y'all. Y'all was saying something about a McDonald's event. Like what was this big thing about?
No, this is basically they were saying that somebody I know named Scholar was talking about his child, saying that his child was obese. What he was saying was speaking on Patrick's parenting skills as far as when it comes to nutrition for your child.
Just be specific for her exactly what happened.
Right.
Right, because I'm new, y'all.
All right, so he said this is what happens when you feed your child McDonald's every day, all day. She starts to get used to that stuff, you know, getting a little bigger and stuff like that. But he didn't even say that. He said, this is what happens when you feed your child McDonald's, but talking about his parenting skills. Because he's pushing generational trauma down to his children, because he puts this on his app and then expect nobody to have an opinion about it. But he puts it on his app every day. And his daughter is literally going through something that he doesn't even know.
His daughter was in the screen when that happened.
What y'all think she going through?
What am I lying about?
What y'all think she going through?
I don't know what she's going. I don't know her personally. I'm not speaking on knowing what she's going through something.
I saw the live.
But I'm just saying,
y'all can try to make it as though he was talking about her children. He does that all the time. That's because he hides behind his children.
So what I wanted to tell Queen Hun is, this is
not body shaming.
I'm 48 years old. I've been an activist for 20 plus years when these people were in high school still. I've been doing this in my own city. I've written blogs. I've written 2 books. Out of 20 years, I have never, not even on this app for 4 years, I have never attacked anybody, not racist, not black people, not nobody. And all of a sudden, overnight, because a man want to patch friends, got mad because I spoke to somebody he didn't like. Now I'm a coon. I'm a danger to the black community. And then 2 days after he started that, they started saying I was a groomer and a pedophile. And then for 7 months, I stayed quiet. I seen Blaze and Pat going at it, and it was getting out of control. And I went to Pat's live to try and get them to understand this, that these are the followers going back and forth doing this. Y'all need to stop. No one's going to stop. He calls in the person that started this with me for 7 months. 7 months, I never cussed them out. 7 months, I never yelled at them. 7 months. They come and face me for the first time in 7 months, and I cussed them out. I have never, people can Google me prior, and I'm not trying to be smart or nothing. I'm not trying to be, like one of the people that are stuck up. I'm not trying to do that. I'm saying they believe them so much that they don't even take the time to Google to see who I am. They just think, this is a horrible person. She's a pedophile. She twerks outside for kids, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I'm literally a flippant influencer. I don't come on here and make my money through Cash Apps. I make my money through brand deals, but they will tell you that I'm broke. Right. For the last 7 months, I've been struggling with brand deals because of them. So no, they're not innocent. And I know you don't know them or anything. I don't know if you do or not. Maybe, but the people
maybe Yahweh just ain't allowed them to come across my page, because I was just sitting here talking to a friend right here, and I was explaining to her what I like about TikTok, what people fail to realize. TikTok has an algorithm. Mm-hmm. Whatever you put out into the atmosphere, whatever you promote, that's what's going to come back to you. You feel me? So
yeah, now you'll more than likely it'll push you towards the black. Your algorithm's going to push you towards
right.
Black,
I get all positive.
I said, stay here long enough, and you'll get other stuff.
There is a lot of things that go on that's not on this app that affects a lot of things on this app that you don't see and persuades you. These people are sinister. They plan this shit out behind the scenes. They coordinate. They literally have discourse where they're stalking black women, led by a white woman. Basically, their whole crew is led by I Speak and Cuban Delight, who's a white woman. White. Trying to be in a black community. Protecting predators. Protecting these narcissistic people. Scamming people out of money every day. Going out here having homeless drives, stealing homeless people identification while they take money and take the money and put it in their pocket, and they use food stamps that they stole illegally. There's so much nonsense going on in this app behind the scenes that people just don't know or don't care about because it's their favorite creator. A lot of people having their information exposed, having their children's information exposed, people getting their jobs called. I can say with certainty that doesn't happen over here with me because I don't play none of that shit.
I'm covered by Yahweh, so I don't even worry about that.
No, not you. Not saying right. Because they're probably going to look at you and not attack you. But most of the time, when you even come in my box and you listening to me, they'll start coming after you.
I ain't even worried about it.
I know nobody is, because they're never going to do nothing. Because all they do is use scare tactics at this point. They not, first of all, I'm from Philly. You tell a nigga from Philly to pull up, we going to pull the fuck up. That's exactly what I did to Patrick's ass. and he got his ass beat for it because he was talking about my son. That's how it first started with me and Patrick. He was talking about my son in his live, and I don't play that shit. He was making fun of my son's disability.
How do you know he was
talking
talking
right up on his ass and beat his ass?
How do you know he was talking about your son? Like, I'm not undermining you. I'm just trying to get.
I watched it with my own eyes. I went into the live. I was actually commenting. He kicked me out the live. I came from another page. He was still talking about my son. So I caught up with his ass a week later, and he paid for that. Because that's what you do. You don't. And he already told me to pull up. He told me to pull up that night, and he gave me a fake address. And I pulled up, and he wasn't there.
Oh no. No, don't do that. And one thing about it too, one thing you got to know about some of these people that are on social media, I just thank Yahweh that he covers me every day because I'm chosen. And I get what you're saying. This is a strong situation that needs to be made aware. But let me just tell you something about the enemies and the adversaries and how they operate. They need what you have. So because they can see that you manifest strong energy, guess what? A parasite cannot survive without a host, right? Mm-hmm. They have to have something.
That's exactly
so you giving him energy, you going to his page, you giving him energy, you are uplifting him and giving him strength that he don't even deserve. Well,
I say this though, I wouldn't even give him this energy if he wasn't a fucking predator. I wouldn't be even thinking about Patrick.
So you should be that sermon you just said. Yes, Kai. You should be telling that to Patrick.
If Patrick come across. If Patrick come across my page, but like I said, he haven't just been aligned with me, but if he do come across my way, like I said, you win more bees with honey.
He's come across. You've already manifested it. You've manifested this now. You're speaking on it. We are speaking on him now. So I'm telling you now that his followers mass report people's pages. So it will be nice of you to go to that side and tell him exactly what you're telling us. Why? Ask them why they mass report people's pages.
He gonna block
the way I operate, because I know I'm a chosen one. I don't go looking for the enemy. Now, if you come for me, that's when I let it be known. But get back to what I was saying, you win more bees with honey. When you're dealing with the adversary and when you're dealing with demonic forces, because I don't know this person, so I can't just automatically just say, but if what you're saying is true, it's a demonic force. You feel me? So you got to know how to attack demonic forces because they will look you dead in your face. They'll laugh. They're unbothered. Meanwhile, every time you get upset, every time you holler, every time you go to their page, what you're doing is you're depositing your energy and your frequencies into them.
I don't go to his page and they still mass reported me. So now what?
Can I say this? Remember when I said 7
Go ahead, Queen.
Hold on. Let her talk. Let her finish, Miss Queen. Go ahead.
No, I can allow another queen to talk. Go ahead, baby.
I apologize for that. I apologize. What I want to say is I literally for 7 months I didn't say nothing. They called me a whore. They called me a SLUT. They said they wanted to spank me in a sexual way. They've done many things. I'm celibate for 5 years. I chose to be celibate. I've been kind. I changed my life and stopped being this mean person. I'm half mean now and half nice right now. I was kind all the time. I didn't care. I never said a negative about them. And they still attacked me for 7 months. And I sat there and I thought to myself, I tell these kids, when they come in my live streams and they be like, I'm getting bullied, Granny. And I tell them, tell your parents, tell the school, and then just be kind. Because how can a bully still bully somebody? That's weird to me. They still did it. And they're still doing it. They called me hoes in this thing. They know that's offensive because I believe in the energy that you're talking about. But I'm not a virtuous woman, but I don't do that. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't do none of that stuff by choice. Not because I'm forced to. Not because I do it to be a good example. That's my choice. But they don't care, and they still. It'd be different if they just talk stuff about us and nothing happened. But they send people in drones to attack us when we're not talking about them. They want to ruin me. Personally, I can only talk for myself. They want to ruin me, but they cannot, and they hate that. They hate it, and then they laugh and make fun of me getting an eviction because I lost money because I had to get back on my feet and get a regular job because of them. Because my full-time job was this, and it's like it's not that simple on here, and this is their karma. because now they've done so many Black people wrong that Black people are coming together, and whether we've split off and start beefing, people are still going to say you're wrong. Stop being, and that's the video he has on his page right now, me crying for our community because of Roe versus Wade and how it's going to affect us and how we fought so much during Roe versus Wade just go right over our head. And he's talking about I want sympathy. I don't care about sympathy from nobody. I still got 3.6 million here verified. Still got Instagram over 400,000 verified. Still got other things verified. I don't care about what people think of me personally.
Don't you know you're a queen? Don't you can consider yourself a queen, right? And you consider yourself a chosen one, right? Do you not know people on social media? I don't have, most of the time I get positivity, but every now and then you're going to have the demons because that's their job, baby. But when you're a queen and you're a chosen one, you're supposed to stand like a tree planted, unmovable. Stop giving them a reaction. The more you give them a reaction, that's their job. Every time you react to something negative that they bring to you, because they only doing what they're hired to do by the adversary. But when you know who Yahweh is and you know you're a chosen one, when they come at you, you don't get mad. When people say stuff to me or they come at me with something negative, baby, I agree with you. And the worst thing you can do to your enemy is laugh, honey, because laughter is good for the soul. When people come at me sideways, I laugh at them and they don't really know how to respond, because I'm to a point in my life too, I know who I am. I don't doubt who I am. I'm a strong, melanated woman. I don't play them games. And once you show them that you're bold, but just like a dog, if you walk down the street and you see a dog down there, if you start running, that dog gonna see Phil, and guess what he gonna do? He gonna chase you and he gonna bite you. But if you see a dog and you walk past him and you look at that dog and you got your stick in your hand and you say, you know what, I ain't playing with you, that dog ain't gonna budge. That dog gonna think twice about bothering about you. So it's basically about you just gaining confidence and know who you are in Yahweh and know that you're a chosen one, so that when they come, they can't touch you.
Okay, so
I don't have those issues. Even if
can I say something too?
Go ahead, Candid. I'm sorry.
Granny Coy Bundy has no issues with confidence, and neither do I. But I want to ask you this specific question: how do I stop them from mass supporting my page?
How do you stop?
How do I stop them from mass supporting my page?
I mean, I can't necessarily tell you the technical portion, but if you was listening to what I'm saying, the benefit of being a chosen one, you come with a bearer. Because what you don't know, we dealing with dark forces and principalities, baby. This ain't technical. This is all spiritual. We are in the end time, but this is all spiritual. I can't tell you how to make these people stop, but you got to get bold enough. I know you say you're not insecure, you're not confident, baby. And I know I'm just being real with you, baby. If you let what somebody else say about you and affect you, you do have some issues.
I'll let you in a second, bro.
Because when you don't, baby, it will not affect you in no shape.
I'm gonna tell you what the issue is. The I Speak person knew that I was sexually molested when I was a kid. He knew that I was raped. He knew all this stuff about me because we used to be mutuals.
Thank you, Michelle.
We talked offline. And he used that to trigger me because he wasn't getting a reaction. When you call me the person that harmed me and changed my life, that's going to trigger me. And it's going to give me my PTSD. You're forcing sexual things onto me. You're taking away my power as a woman by forcing me to be in this sexual nature.
How they took your power?
Because he was talking about it, and people were coming into my page and forcing that mindset into my page, into my live streams. He was doing that. And my thing is, that's for one, you're harassing me in that type of manner on here. And then you're forcing me to have to think about this weird stuff that I clearly took out of my head, because to be successful, to be positive, to still be happy and not angry, you have to forgive the people that hurt you. And when I got there, and I see what you're saying about Yahweh, because I feel like he did take me through that so that I can know how to act and so I can know what to deal with, and my crown did get budged off a little bit. Because when it's something traumatic as that, when you're 6 years old and a 17-year-old does something to you, that's traumatic. You'll never forget that. That's the maker of who you are. Kids learn how to be who they are from the ages. They determine who they are from the ages of 2 years old to 6 years old. when you're 6 and that happens to you, you have to reinvent yourself so that you can have control over your life instead of the people that did that to you. Well, now I'm facing people on here that always talk about it, that use that to harm me. They're perfect and laughing at it. So everything you were saying was correct. But as a being of greatness, we have to also stand up against it. I get what you're saying about ignoring, but they have to be. You have to stand up, or else there has to
be balance. There has to be balance. Period.
But until you can, okay, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna leave you with this because I do have to be the word.
Okay.
You're giving them the bullet and the ammo to the gun. Until you know that you're confident enough to speak on your past, you're putting it out there, baby. So if you gonna put it out there, you got to be strong enough to know that it's gonna be demonic figures that's gonna come because you don't told them what your weakness is. So until you can get strong, I done been through stuff, baby, and I can talk about it all day long. And somebody can come at me with it, and it don't bother me because I'm unbothered because I know I'm a chosen one. I know I had to learn that. I had to learn that the reason why I went through those things in life was because I was chosen. You went through those things because you were chosen. So if you can't openly discuss what you went through with your past and accept the fact that the enemy is going to be waiting on that because you don't gave them a piece of something that happened to you, you can't speak on it, baby, because you're giving them the bullet to the gun. But once you get to the point where you say, okay, I accept the fact, Yahweh, I understand that I went through those things because that's going to be my testimony one day, that I'm going to be able to talk to other little girls who's going through that so I can tell them how to get through it. Until you get to that point, baby, stop giving the enemies your bullets. You giving them hollow points. You straight up giving your enemies hollow points. I done been through, but you can't talk about it.
Girl, these people don't know nothing about me, but these people know nothing about me but a TikTok page. And I'm still trying to ask, since we are living, trying to be positive, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not giving them any ammo according to you. How do I stop them from reporting my page? That's all I want to know. You seem like you're well informed. You know a lot about the spiritual world. So please tell me how.
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you from the technical portion.
Right. No, we're not talking about technical, though. We're talking from the spiritual realm. Tell me how.
You just got to, only thing I can say, baby, you just got to know you're a chosen one, and you just have to bind those spirits.
But when you're a chosen one, you got to
know how to approach them. When they come on your pages, baby, and stuff, you just got to know how to approach them. It's just a matter of just standing up.
They can't even come to my page now because it's private, because they mass report my page. Do you know what that means? Someone mass report your page?
Baby, I ain't never been reported, and I hope Yahweh keep on covering me because I feed into people. So that's why.
Do you know what it means to be mass reported? They report all your content. They report your content. Your content gets taken down, and then your page gets taken down. And some of us don't ever get our pages back.
That's how they silence you. Yeah.
So you mean it's okay for me to be silenced? That's okay with you?
No, baby. What I was explaining to her, it's okay to advocate. It's okay, but just make sure that when you put yourself in a position where you're saying you're an influencer and you're an advocator, just know that everything that you done been through and everything, just make sure that you already got that stuff packed up and stored away and you don't heal from it, because the enemy is going to attack you based upon that stuff. You got to be strong out here in these streets. Y'all can't let the enemy
break you. Wrong the message.
And I'm not saying
no. I'm talking about.
I'm not saying a TikTok page is going to break me. What I'm saying is there has to be balance with everything, and I refuse to allow the enemy and negative people get over on me. That's not okay.
One thing
I've never engaged. I didn't even try to manifest this energy for myself. But because, like you say, we're the chosen one, and I don't consider myself a queen. I consider myself an empress, by the way. Okay. I am not. I do not take that responsibility of the queen, but I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I'm an empress. However, even the walk that I walk and the talk that I talk, I'm still being mass reported. So I get the spiritual jargon. I understand that. But in these TikTok streets, there are still negative people. And it has to be addressed.
You're right.
But I'm not an advocate. Let me say this real quick. I never was an advocate because I am an adult that is fully aware that I was on this app before other adults came to it. So I have children on this app. So I chose not to share that in my live streams or advocate for it because of them until I figured out how I could help them where it doesn't traumatize them. I'm going to say that they forced me to talk about it. They forced me because they said I called them a groomer, and that's wrong because they was SA'd at 16. I am physically mutilated because of what happened to me at 6. I will never forget it. Not many people can sit there and say that they have mutilations because of something that happened to them. It's very triggering to me. I did not want to talk about it. They forced it on me. And to this day, I'm going to figure it out. But when I talk about it, it's because I want people to understand why I'm triggered by it. Right. I get what you're saying, but I'm not an advocate. I'm not. And if I happen to be one, if God did this for me to turn around and be an advocate, fine. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as Blaze and Candid and everybody else is sitting up here fighting a good fight, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand by them 100%.
I wouldn't even consider myself an advocate. Granny, my content ain't got none of that on my page at all. However, I have been in the midst of being bullied, and I don't back down to bullies. Absolutely not. This is why I do stand with Blaze.
You're born in your activism. Like you're born.
I speak up for myself.
Right. But I would love for you to come back, Miss Queen, if you don't have a problem when you get off of work.
Right. And like I said, y'all, I got to get ready and get to work. But like I said, I'm finna say just one final thing. And two, when I got my TikTok page, I told Yahweh, I said, because I know I'm a messenger. And that's what my page promote. You know, I be on there, I be silly sometimes, but at the end of the day, because I know I'm a chosen one, I know that's my job. I'm going to speak life into those people. I'm going to speak life into other children. But I told Yahweh, I said, I don't look at numbers. Yahweh told me we ain't looking at numbers. I could care less if one person give me a heart on mine. So I think the reason why Yahweh has been covering me because I haven't been focused on nobody's numbers. When I give my message, if 2 people get what I'm saying, I'm not checking my page every day to see how many views I got and this. And I could care less about it because I guess that's why he's always protected me. And that's probably why I never had to face those things. Not saying it's not going to come my way, but I wear my armor 24/7. So I'm always ready. But I got to go, y'all, because I got to be
sure you come back. I sent you a follow.
But I really enjoyed y'all. I saved you. I got to make sure I got Miss Grant. I got you already. I watch you all the time. You funny, baby. But
really? I'm going to follow you back.
Go ahead, baby, and I got to get you too, Miss Candy. I got to remember you, Candy, too. I'm gonna follow you on too. But
just type the name in the little circle at the top. They'll come in with the screen with the gifts, and they'll take you to our page. You can follow it. But I followed you already. Make sure you come back.
Okay. Because I'm learning TikTok. I'm learning all about TikTok.
Yeah, it's a lot that you probably don't know.
I enjoyed y'all.
Persuade your mind. I know you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right.
Y'all queens. You say you empress, queens, or whoever. Y'all
Empress.
just stay uplifted and stop letting these demonic forces come on y'all page and take y'all frequencies and y'all energy away from y'all. Y'all are chosen ones, and we got to rise up. But giving them back what they give to us, we is not going to defeat them. Yahweh said we got to be greater than them, and you got to be smarter than them. But I love y'all. Let me go.
Too.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
All right.
Bye.
So what I'm saying, I agree.
I'm gonna let Scott in real quick, okay? Well, hold on, Scott. I got somebody.
Just said.
I'm gonna let my man.
My God, today just said.
Real quick. I'll let him in because he's been waiting for a while.
There's somebody in the comments. This girl was saying we should be talking about Roe versus Wade. I forgot her handle, but I was gonna say, you know, if you have 1,700, you have 1,700 followers. You are more than welcome to go create your own dialogue.
What's up, Granny? Listen. We need. How you doing, Granny? Don't be
aggressive
flirting
knocks.
today,
I've never seen you before, but how you doing? Hello.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Candy? Listen, when they mass report your account, the best way to do it, nothing against the last guest, but all that philosophical
right.
You don't do it like that. What you need to do is make another page. Start a page fresh. Download all your information onto that page, and then the people will not come over there to do that. Just start a new page and it'll build.
I have two now. Yeah.
Right. See, I have 16 because I'm not playing with them. They did everything to me. They doxed me. They called my landscaping business and threatened my son because I got older sons what I started a business with, and they even put my whole parole and I did 12 years in prison in Graterford. So they put my whole case on this internet, and it's all of them over there. It's I Speak, it's all of them. So I called them out individually and disgraced every last one of them, and it made it worse. But the thing is, I'm like Blaze. I'm not going to shut up because you say so. And the thing is, you're not going to come at me any old kind of way and think I'm just going to take it. And you're not going to threaten my sons and think you're not going to have a problem with me. This is my thing, like Blaze said. The thing about Patrick that makes it difficult to deal with is the fact that he's surrounded and enabled by black women. No matter what he says.
White women too. White women too.
But that's
White
the thing.
women too.
He's such a contradiction because he talks about white people, but white people are the one paying your rent with your TikTok. White people are the one paying your bills as we speak. He's a disgusting human being. Every time I've approached him, what he's told me is to suck his thing. I'm a heterosexual man. Everybody who knows me knows I'm against all that LGBT bullshit anyway. So if you say that to a heterosexual man, realize that's what we call disrespect and an insult. So I'm not going to deal with it the rest of the way women are going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it like Blaze dealt with it. Man to man, show me that you're a better man than me. If you're not a better man than me, stay in a child's place, because this is the thing that they don't want to talk about. Feminine men like Patrick never come in spaces with real men. Never. We tell them to go across the street or slap the shit out of them. They get no respect with us, but they get a lot of respect on here because all they want to do is gossip like women. And that's just true. And that's the problem we have here. Patrick can say whatever disgusting thing he wants, and a lot of people will still follow him. This man did a video making fun of somebody in a coffin, a dead person. A dead person. They never shunned him.
They do.
They kept following him.
He does it all the time.
He did the same thing to me. Talking about
He does it all the time.
Grandmother. So ain't no difference.
He came at me on some disrespectful shit.
That's his opinion.
Yeah, and that's going to be my opinion. Granny knows that that's my opinion. That shit is disturbing to me. I'm sorry.
I see. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Snags doesn't have a filter.
At all.
Snags is nice to me. I'm nice to him. Me and him do not talk about those things because he knows I'm a supporter and he has different ideology.
Right. We have different belief systems. Absolutely. He's
talking about a situation that has nothing to do with that. We won't. I'm hoping that we don't bring that up again because it's triggering. Because
I understand that, but that's his opinion.
Instead of people being mad at you for something else. You know what I'm saying?
And see, this is the thing is, like, my thing is this: you can't disrespect people and expect people not to feel disrespected. Like, it doesn't make sense. And the fact that I went to prison and I did 12 years, he tried to put it up on the internet when I got doxxed, and it showed that I shot a man who was trying to kill me. And I did 10 years in Graterford. It doesn't matter. And it backfired on him. That's why I came back. But the thing is, I'm more aggressive now because I Speak, Savannah, all of them, all the dirty, and T. Nathan and all them consciously, all of them. They're dirty and petty because they are supported by TikTok. And they're on TikTok's payroll. They don't understand that one factor. They work for TikTok.
Exactly.
So there's going to be a lot of things they can do that we can't. For instance, their lives get suspended and they come right back up right afterwards. Nobody else can do that, but they can. And they're not playing fair. And for the truth is, he's an actual coward. This is the thing. He's an actual coward. And I can tell because I'm 5'9", 260 pounds. I would crush him. But the only power he has is he's on the internet. He got the pull. He got the esteem. Everybody likes him for one weird ass reason I don't get, because he disrespects black women as soon as they disagree with him. But nobody says something. Nobody says nothing about that. My thing is, you might not like my positions. People might not like my positions, but I've always defended women, and I always will defend black women, even though I might not agree with some of the black women's belief systems. But I was raised by black women. Everybody knows my love is black women. So the thing is, I'm not a right-wing conservative. Know what you're talking about before you say anything about me. And remember, I don't play by the same rules. I disrespect everybody. So what I'm saying is, we need to be truthful about the fact that.
What do you mean his opinion kills people? What does that mean?
My opinion, they say, listen, first of all, you're gonna get a lot of trolls in here after me. I don't care.
I see him.
Because I'm unapologetic about the shit I say. because it's all about the abortion shit in my
this
belief
the
on it.
second time I talked to you, Snacks. I think this is the second time.
Yeah,
right?
second time. Yeah.
Right.
Blaze,
And me and Marlon got
if you're lost, just listen.
right. I'm just gonna
listen.
put it all out there. The whole thing is, love you back, Natasha. The thing is, they want this whole other side wants us to be subservient to everything they do and everything they say. And I'm not doing that. I'm not going to bow down. And first of all, I want to say something that really disturbs me about him. For some reason, these bisexual dudes think that a heterosexual man just can't take disrespect. I don't want gay shit around me. I'm not a gay man, and I'm not around gay people.
I'm a complete supporter of the LGBTQ
Yes,
community.
me too. But
And
I'm letting them have his opinion.
Yeah, I'm listening.
True.
I need
But
to
what
hear
I'm
this.
saying is, I'm a heterosexual man, and I love being heterosexual. I have pride in it. They can have pride in their side. I can have pride in my side.
Yes.
My thing is this. Don't tell me to suck your thing. Don't say anything gay to me because I'm not going to respond to it well. There's
That is
nothing wrong with
disrespectful.
saying that. It's disrespectful. I'm a heterosexual man. If I said things wrong about your sexuality, I'd be a bad person.
Absolutely.
Fuck these weak ass dudes, man. I don't play. I'm not into that shit. I'm a Muslim. I don't. So first of all, I'm not even going for any of that gay stuff. But I'm not going to disrespect gay people. But if you say gay shit to me, I'm launching stuff on you.
That right
That's
there.
all it is.
There's
It's
a difference.
simple. There's a big difference. Like, I don't got to support your community. I ain't got to disrespect your community. But if your community disrespects me, I'm going to defend myself every time.
This.
I throw the F word at him. I don't care. Don't say shit to me like that then. And I'm wrong. Everybody's, oh, you're too aggressive.
Patrick
No,
is
it's not.
known to do that.
He did it
That's
on
what
live.
he
I got the clip.
does.
They don't let me keep the clip up. I got the clip of him telling me, because he called me fat. I said, well, take off your shirt and I'll take off my shirt, right? He said, no. Why don't you pull out your dick? The fuck?
Weird.
Bro,
Just-
that's
just
what I'm saying,
weird.
bro.
And he said, oh, you couldn't handle my
you're
mouth.
shaming a bisexual man. Like, come on.
Right,
bro.
right.
Did you
And
say
then-
you came at me?
Right, but look, he made a video said, you're just mad because you don't get my mouth. Ooh, you don't want my mouth all over your... I'm like, what the fuck? You think this is insults? Who taught you how to bust on people, bro? Like, that's not insults. That's gay as shit.
He's
I
not
have
saying
a
straight
problem
people
with
don't
it.
say that. He's specifically talking for himself and his interactions with Patrick. He's not saying that all straight people they're not rude or crude as well. He's saying
Richard's
from
gay.
his
He follows me
experiences.
just to troll. He just does that to
okay,
troll.
okay.
So, but the thing is,
Bye, Richards.
Patrick knows he's a bitch. That's the thing. He knows he's a bitch. He know he doesn't have a chance with real men. So what does he do? He lines himself with a whole bunch of black women or women, period.
How do you put your camera on? I need
That's the multi button
multi.
at the bottom. The multi-
Scholar, keep it off.
What's up, Scholar?
What's up?
But yeah, man. Listen, if y'all not ready to have these conversations and they make y'all feel uncomfortable, that's fine. Y'all can always leave.
That's right.
I've been around men all my life, men and criminals.
As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, this man is not disrespecting that community at all. He's speaking.
I will if they disrespect me every time, though. That's why I play different.
I've seen Patrick hide behind that community when it comes to me. I just don't pay it no mind. But that he's not the same man. First of all, he's Muslim. They don't play that.
Right? We don't play that shit. I'm not with
They don't
that.
play that at all.
Not at
Right.
all.
And everybody knows
knows
Shantasia's my intended. Shantasia, the Jamaican girl.
Sexuality, you lucky you don't get your ass beat.
Right.
Be careful about what he says because it's sexually harassing online with what he says.
And this is the wrong. It's just wrong. It's the wrong position to take because if you follow Patrick and his nonsense, you just as bad. If he says all this disgusting things and you don't check him for that, it doesn't make sense. I've been around criminals and men my whole life. I got the way I am by being around men. I didn't get this way by being around a bunch of women. I got love and respect for women, but I'm about manhood. Like I'm sorry. If you don't want to be a masculine man, that's you. But just don't say the gay shit to me. Right, that's your decision. I embrace my manhood every time. And I know I beat the shit out of you. And I heard Blaze beat the shit out of you and you were screaming and shit.
Not out this nigga.
Right. Nigga, you ain't built for this. You're the kind of dude get slapped in his face and just go across the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Go to the bodega and bring me some chips back. And I ain't paying for shit.
But we so
This
quick
is how
to
that is.
disrespect
I told you that
somebody.
too. They
You
would
want to
post
disrespect.
shit out of
You want to
Patrick and
disrespect
that's it.
everyone on
Right.
the damn app. But
No,
then when somebody
this
actually
is-
confronts you, you got a problem. See that I
from
can't
the-
rock with that.
Blaze, you from the bottom, right?
Where? West Philly?
Yeah.
I'm actually from Uptown, but Yeah, West Philly is where my.
All right, I'm from Kensington, so it's gonna.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm built different. I left Kensington. Right, it's zombie land in Philly.
Yeah.
I was like, is that where all those like drug addicts are now?
Oh my God, it's like, shit. You come out the halfway house, you gotta have a gun.
Flood they were trying to say I lived at.
Right.
I don't even live near Kensington. Tell them how far West Philly is from Kensington. They obviously didn't know that. They thought that was the same part of town.
Oh no, that's some far as shit, right?
Aggressive snacks. Shit. Somebody asked the question. The only question I have is, what can we do to stop Patrick?
Pat has no principles. This is what he did. He invites people out to fight. Then what happens? He went to the police station to try to file a report. Then what he did, he tried to call the FBI. When that didn't work, what he did, he tried to make up more lies because he knows there's nothing he could do.
No integrity, no principles whatsoever.
He has nothing to stand on.
Put up a whole court document of somebody else with the same name as this man.
Yeah, right. And then Leola paid for the real transcripts, and we found the real information about the guy. And this is the information we had to pay to pull up.
Right.
What?
I did that too. I paid for it too.
Wakes up at 9 a.m.
And this is the guy he was talking about, in case anybody's confused.
Oh my gosh, Scala, really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Wow.
That's the yesterday
he pulled up that guy's court document. He had the same name as Scola. So he pulled up his court document. He's a sex offender from Hawaii.
This is what
they did that too.
Wow.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But then the court documents doesn't say anything about the guy. So then we paid for the real information because you got to pay for it, and we pulled up his real information. The guy's like 15 years older than me.
He's a sex offender. He can't be on TikTok.
Right, and that's another thing. They did that to me first
narrative.
too.
False narrative.
Savannah, I Speak, and Consciously, they doxed me the first time. They got a dude named Chris Ford. I don't know who the fuck that is. Then
is Jeffrey Allen Perez that we're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Then they told.
Years old.
Go ahead, Snack.
Right. Then they really doxed me, and they showed that I did 12 years at Graterford. You know SCI Graterford, right? Mm-hmm. And is outside of Philly, and I was there for 12 years, and I got out 3 years ago. Yeah. So I started my own business. after Graterford, right? So I get out, and they put all my shit on there. Even my parole officer was like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? It's just the internet. Don't worry about it. So I had to go get lawyers and everything. They called my business and threatened my sons. I have a 21-year-old son and a 16-year-old son, right? And they run the business with me. They called him and said, well, your dad's not going to make it. He keep playing with Patrick on TikTok, talking about GT and shit. So I get mad. I'm like, I'm scared. You know what I mean? First of all, it's my babies. I'm not playing with you when it has anything to do with my children. Once you do that, it went to another level, and I'm going to go after you. Right. So I go to my grandma's house in Philly, and I camp out with my aunts and uncles and shit. And he said he's in Jersey. So I'm like, I'm across the bridge. Like, I'm over there. Like, what's up? He does all this song and dance, and he goes on TikTok and starts making all these vicious TikToks about me. All this disrespectful shit.
That's all he do.
And that's all he did. So I'm like, don't you want to box? Like, I'm saying, are you going to fight? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then he starts all this, well, your fat ass did this, your fat ass did that, your fat ass. Like, if I'm fat, why don't you take off your shirt, bro? And this was the live. He came to my live. I said, take off your shirt. Right, because I made that video where I was laughing at him. I showed the picture of Fat Xerxes, like where with the nipple rings and all that shit, and he caught some offense to it. So he come on there and he say, "Oh, you're fat as shit." And I said, "Well, take your shirt off, and I'll take my shirt off." He says, "Oh, well, why don't you pull out your dick?" Yes, nigga.
Man,
like, and I caused some offense.
When you said that, right? This is the same guy that was calling my big mom job, sent all his minions to call her business,
right?
Emailing her business, calling my job. Like, this shit happens over and over. And then Danish and Roxy Exorcist or whatever her name is, Aunt Karen be acting like y'all
Savannah. That's Savannah.
Y'all all involved in this. Right. Y'all be giving these fools this information.
I lost 160,000 followers. I had 160,000 followers. I'm on my 32nd account because I keep bombing at all of them. I'm going to keep making videos about all of them. I got podcasts. I don't need y'all really. But I'm going to keep bombing on y'all.
Scala, can you address the comments about Patrick and his daughter in the McDonald's, please?
Yes,
can you just...
Okay.
I'm trying to explain it to these
people. So no, I have the live recorded. So Pat invited me to his live like he always does, and I jumped in. And first of all, Linda forever. This person's
Every single
every
time.
I'm gonna go ahead.
every
and
single
mute him.
time.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so Patrick wasn't alive, and he invited me in, and this dude was running around, and you can see his kids in the background. Like he's like Pat's apartment is really small, so he's like jumping over them and shit because there's not enough space to walk. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing, running around screaming? Your kids is right there trying to like enjoy their time. And then he brings his daughter into frame, and he's like, look, you see him? He's a bad person. And then I'm like, when she turns around, then I'll be like, yo, bro, you have McDonald's bags all over.
Hold on, I got an echo.
What are
My
you
fault.
doing? Like, yo, that's what happens when you feed your kids and yourself McDonald's all the time. What are you doing? And you running around screaming and all this crazy stuff in front of them. And then he was like, yeah, you call the cops too. I'm like, no, he's probably your neighbors, man. Yeah, how thin are your walls in your apartment? Everybody can hear this. Like, yo, you're like 250, jumping up and down, running around.
Do y'all hear him making fun of his daughter? I don't hear that. I hear him making fun of his damn parenting skills, feeding his children McDonald's every day.
He had bags of McDonald's all over his kitchen laying around, like he was promoting them or something. I was like,
I don't want to I don't want it to sound like, oh, I'm just defending Scala or whatever, but I was watching that live, and it was just Scala and Patrick going back and forth, and I remember because Scala was saying that Patrick is jiggling. He kept jiggling. And remember, it was like jiggle or something.
Because when Pat gets mad, he starts jiggling.
Face ass, nobody talking to you.
And then so after he said that, and he was like, this is what happens when you feed your kids too much McDonald's. But it had nothing to do with the child. It had everything to do with Patrick and what he was doing, what he was showing.
Right. That's wrong that little girl eat McDonald's all the time. You're right.
But it's not that, we can't say, like, we know that, unfortunately, there's some places that are food deserts.
Let me tell you
and
something.
That they don't have,
Patrick,
and they don't have access.
As that little girl's parent is responsible for her nutrition.
Facts.
Responsible for it.
Scala was not wrong at all.
Leola, you don't have to make no excuses for Pat. Please don't do that. Please.
We bombing on him, honestly. I want to bomb on him,
I'm not
really.
making excuses. I'm just like making sure that we all are aware that there's places.
Yes, I understand
I want to speak on this next real quick. Leola, I finally seen the video that Miss Mia made. Absolutely trash bag situation right there. I'll let you explain what you were talking about and who you were talking to when you made those comments.
Well, we were all talking about how we need to come together, have a ceasefire on behalf of Juneteenth. And so there's that joke from, was it In Living Color, where it's like, give me a hug, something like that. Yeah, so I was like, well,
Wayans Brothers.
The Wayans Brothers.
No, give me a high five.
I did that on my video, right?
Yeah. So then, as we were talking, it's so stupid. I didn't think I thought people would get the joke, but maybe I'm too old. So I was like, me as black and colored, because Scala is a man of color,
talking about,
and I'm
I think
black.
it was something else you said.
It was the whole, I remember that skit. It was the whole skit.
Yeah, but
it's a whole
she was talking to a white woman. She was being condescending to a white woman.
I don't even remember what the white girl was.
I can't, but they kept on saying, like, talking about how I'm not black and I don't sound black, I don't look black, all that kind of stuff. And I just ignored it.
A lot of people came in at the end of the joke and didn't even get the context of what was going on.
So that's when Mia and Palesa got upset. And when they tried to, like what people always do, question my blackness, they're like, you don't care about black people, you're in a black space. And I was like, fine, sure, great. I don't care about
being a black conservative. See how much hate you get.
Shorty.
But I said, so I was,
no.
You are pressed.
So as she was accusing me of that, they were accusing me of something, then I was like, fine, I am what you are accusing me of. I'll be super passive aggressive. And that gets me into trouble, whatevs, but I knew that we were talking about, and it was lively, and it was like that skit, and a lot of people just don't.
We were talking to a white person. This white lady that came in the box trying to tell us about black business again, one of Patrick's friends. And you came in the box. I forget, you said something else and I started singing the song. What happened, like I said, is people came in at the end of that and they thought she was just making fun of black people. No, she was being condescending to a white person who was being all in black people's business.
Yeah. And
So,
no, and then the thing was,
all this fucking
they said I'm not black enough. Yeah, it's
You know,
like,
people are always going to feel, listen, let's keep talking about body shaming. Listen, if you guys feel that Skylar body shamed his daughter, okay, feel that way.
How come
Move
y'all don't
on.
feel
Now
that same
what?
way when Patrick
Now
did?
what? Okay, so say he did body shame his daughter, now what? Now what? Like, tell the man to keep his children off the internet if he feels that way. We have no control of what other people feel or say about anyone or anything. People get clowned every day, B. That's life. Patrick, you ain't ready for this life. Patrick going to be a superstar, right? Patrick going to be a superstar.
Shit about somebody.
And now you feel like your child's being body shamed. You can't handle that?
And
Go put some
another
confidence
thing,
into your daughter. Teach your children.
thick skin. Shit's gonna get worse as you get older. You gotta deal with. Listen, this is the problem I have. Motherfuckers be too sensitive. You're gonna have to deal with rougher shit in life than this kind of shit. Like seriously. I love being around adults. But one thing that really made me mad about Patrick, Tina is everybody know Tina is my homegirl. Like that, I ride for Tina. Yeah, Tina T. And everybody knows I ride for her. He thinks that he's really gonna talk about I'm gonna send some girls to bust teeth out of her mouth.
I wish he would.
And think nobody's gonna take offense to that. We got Tina. Why don't you come around and do that to me? Oh, there's Tina right there.
For her page?
Yeah, she said she got it taken today. Yeah. I'm saying,
I didn't get to talk to her yet.
And no disrespect to your last.
If you get another page,
I mean,
I hope you get another page.
All right.
To my last point, and then I'll let you guys get back to it.
I got you, Felicia. I'll let you in a second, okay? Go ahead. Ms. Capricorn, I'm going to let Lisa in, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to hop down. Go right ahead.
Okay. I just feel that with Patrick, and there's many other people, like there's this guy named Kane, and they do these things where they get online and they try and they essentially threaten violence to other people. And then in that same scene, in that same moment, then they have their child there. And that's always really scary to me.
Hey, Queen.
Because you're putting your
Pales
child
of God's
in
here. I got to
danger.
look my best.
You're putting your child in danger by saying like, here's my address, pull up and all that stuff.
Better know.
So that's just my
What's going on,
point.
Queen?
Like, just keep your kids safe. If you're gonna be on there like telling people to come at you and come to your home, like that's it.
And
I
there was
remember her
this
when I lost
Instagram
my
live
first
where-
page.
Yeah, there was an Instagram live where I was saying Pat's Addie and whatever. It was because Tina was telling me that Pat was threatening her with violence. And that's why I was telling her, go to the cops, because she's a female. She has to go to the cops. She's not going to fight Patrick in the street. I would. I'm not going to the cops, but she can't. So I was like, here's his Addie, here's his workplace. Report him to the police. He's in close proximity of you. You shouldn't be taking up with that. Like,
yeah. I already know. You ain't got to explain it to me. What's going on, Queen?
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good, y'all. I just wanted to jump in because I wanted to talk to Leola real quick. And wait, where'd she go?
I'm going to my room. I don't talk to that.
she's going to. She's getting ready.
Pat?
Okay.
Damn, what happened there?
You want to think that that's how that happened, or that's who she was addressing, and I can't say she was or wasn't, but I know I was in that live, and I know that it didn't sound like she was addressing the white woman. It sounded like those were her thoughts that she was saying. The only issue that I have with that, because she's black and she can say whatever the fuck she want to say as a black woman, but the issue that I have with that is, when I didn't address her in a disrespectful manner. I was confused like any other black person in the comment section. So I asked a question. She immediately became defensive. And that's why it went left with everybody feeling like, okay, well, maybe this ain't about the black woman. Maybe this is just you not giving a fuck about black people. I can understand being defensive with people that are coming at you sideways. But if we're not coming at you sideways and we're just trying to understand where you're coming from, to get defensive and be passive aggressive with other black people, it's not a good look if you do care about black people. And it's the same thing I told her in that live. If you don't care, it's your prerogative to not care. If you do care, you can care all you want to. But if you do care, then we can't be having communications like this between black people. We can't be getting passive aggressive. We have to fucking speak and talk and communicate. We can't get mad because we're being asked a question. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. She's not in the room right now because she was getting ready. So yeah, she's
all right. We'll try to have that conversation.
No, Granny Coy Bundy, I don't know what the fuck you doing over there, ma'am, but I
Another thing that needs to be considered is
with towards Sobe, it didn't have to be displayed amongst. It didn't have to be displayed towards us. She could have easily said she got an issue with Sobe.
Yeah, I know. I heard y'all.
That's
I
not
see
what
the
she
reporting
said.
thing. I see it.
Yeah, he's trying to report. I know. I could tell. He's trying to.
Wow. I guarantee you all of them got suspended. They didn't even give me a report. Wow. I ain't never. All right. No, they didn't get suspended. Y'all still in here? That's your friend, Miss Fun Mom. That's what he do. I don't know if y'all still in here. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It didn't say they were suspended. What is that? I don't even see boxes. I just see nothing. I hear y'all, but I don't see anything. Wow. I don't even see y'all. I don't see no boxes, no nothing. Y'all still not on my screen.